It's World Mental Health Day, and as someone who lost her husband to suicide last year, I felt compelled to film this video. My name's Mare, welcome to my channel, and welcome to the Mareathon. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'd love it if you laced up and subscribed to my channel today. Become a marathoner, join the family. We have a very active Facebook group in which we talk a lot about mental health and taking care of yourself and supporting one another. And you can find the links down below to subscribe and also for the group. Now, I am filming this on World Mental Health Day, and usually these kind of days I'm not compelled to acknowledge or talk about because part of me thinks they're total bullshit. I have a real aversion to things like World Mental Health Day and Bell Let's Talk Day and Depression Day because I feel often like people post a meme or a prayer or a quote and then go about the rest of their year and their lives and don't give it another thought. And that makes me irate. But it is also a great way to build awareness, and I have also found that sometimes if someone posts something on a World Mental Health Day talking about their own struggles or that they are open and supportive, someone in their life who maybe is struggling will reach out to them because they know they are a safe space and a safe person to talk to. So I know they do have their benefits, but I am someone who really wants you to take care of your mental health all day, every day, all year, every year for the rest of your life. As someone who watched their beloved, their husband, go from fully functioning and fine to completely spiraling and losing himself and then killing himself. This is not okay. And what's ironic, kind of, is that tomorrow would have been Jeremy's 37th birthday. And I said this at his funeral. I got up at the funeral, and before the eulogy played, which is now a video on my channel, you can watch it anytime you want to, I had told my friends and family, if I get up there on that stage and I lose it, let me. Because I wanted anyone who was struggling with their mental health and considering suicide to see that it is not okay. It is not an option. And I even said that. I said, this situation, the fact that I'm a widow and my son no longer has a dad, it is not okay. And I still believe that. It's not okay. If this is triggering, stop watching. Like, talk to someone, get help, please. I totally understand that a lot of things can be triggering and upsetting, but I also feel like it is my right and it is my responsibility to talk about this so that no one has to go through this. The pain that I have felt and continue to, and his family, his friends, my friends, people who never met him, colleagues, my son, we are all still suffering, and it's not okay. It's not okay. I read today that 450 million people right now today are suffering from some kind of mental health stuff. That's 1 in 4 people. 1 in 4 people are suffering. So while it's great to acknowledge a day like World Mental Health Day, it's great to say, like, talk to someone, and I keep seeing people tweeting today like, make sure you talk if you're struggling. Yes, 100%, I agree. Talk to someone if you're struggling, but also listen. Show up and listen. It's gonna scare the hell out of you when someone comes to you and says, I'm struggling, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, I have panic attacks, my fingers go numb, my heart rate goes, I cry every day for no reason, I don't know what's happening. It's gonna scare you. But turn towards, show up, and say, I don't know what to say or do, but I am here for you. I will stick through this storm with you. I am here to walk through the rain and the pain. That's all they want to hear. In my experience, again, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I don't have a PhD, but I am someone who has witnessed the most horrific mental health, who has witnessed the day in, the day out, the every single second, moment to moment stuff, and who has lived through having a police officer come to my home to tell me that my husband had killed himself. So I feel like I have a bit of a right to be able to talk about this. But I'm not a doctor, highly recommend therapy. I am just someone who's been in therapy for years and has gained the tools to go on with my life. And the reason why I have this channel, a huge reason why I talk about this, is because, well, there's so many reasons. I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know that it is okay to feel these things, but it's not okay to not do anything about it. It's okay to tell someone, and if you tell someone and they don't do anything, keep telling someone. Someone will listen. Someone in your life will listen. They will stop what they're doing. They'll actually show up for you. And I watched people not show up for Jer. I watched him lose friends. I watched people not show up for me, and I have watched people walk away from me since he died. But then there are people who show up every damn time I ask them to, without question, without knowing what to do. They're just here. And that's the thing. Like, I don't know how you're feeling. I've never been through this, but I'm here for you. That's all we want to hear. That's it. Talking about mental health, something that's really helped me has been not suppressing how I feel. And you know I'm a big advocate for that. If you watch these videos, I'm all about feeling the feels and allowing yourself to feel it. And that was one of the most like unhinging things for me in this last year, was realizing how I had let myself go and my own mental health. For years it has been take care of Thomas, take care of Jeremy, just keep shit together, just keep going, just keep going. And then finally cracking this last year, like on my knees, realizing like, oh my God, I need to take care of me. And then doing that. And I really realized being away last week how much of my, I don't even know if I call it self-care now, I just call it like my daily life and routine, is really ingrained in me. And I was so proud to see that things that I have found help, I still did on vacation. Meditate every day, sometimes twice a day, yoga every day, taking my vitamins, drinking a lot of water, valuing sleep over a lot of things, not drinking a lot, still eating, making sure I was getting healthy food, like all of these things. And when you start to really make it a daily, not even practice, just like your life, you really start to notice a difference for sure. And that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to film this video today, was to tell you that it's possible to get yourself out of a really dark, low, unimaginable place where you feel like, is this it? Is this my life? Is this all there is to do? Is this all I can manage? It's possible to pull yourself out, and you can't do it alone, and you don't have to. I talk about the things that help me all the time in these videos, and I show you my grief, my struggle, my triumph, my success, my hustle, repeat basically. And I am thrilled that that has helped so many of you. I get messages from people saying that me showing my life since Jeremy died has made them not take their own life because they can't imagine doing this to their family. Good. Good. I met someone at a meetup last week who said she had seen an article about Jer and his passing in the Vancouver Sun, and that is how she found my videos, and that helped her help 2 friends who also lost their husbands. Great. Like, that's incredible to me. That propels me. That gives me even a clearer focus, and I'm so appreciative of that. I'm so appreciative too when I see any marathoner ever taking care of himself or herself. Like, yes, whatever that looks like to you. It doesn't have to be meditating and yoga and vitamins and water, although those are all things that really are great. I highly do recommend some sort of getting quiet and meditating, because there's so much noise in our world that I think it's so important to shut her down and really get quiet with yourself, to check in with yourself, see how you're doing, what's important to you. That's how I've made so many great decisions in the last year. They'll come to me while I'm meditating or while I'm getting quiet, for sure. So I wanted to make this video today to basically say, being a widow is not okay. It's not okay that Thomas doesn't have a dad. This is not a good outcome. This is not an acceptable outcome. If you are struggling, take care of yourself, talk to someone until they listen. If someone talks to you, listen. You don't have to have the answers. No one expects you to fix it, and it is not your job to fix it. I would also really like to repeat that for everyone in the back who's not listening. It is not your job to fix someone else's mental health. It is your job to take care of your own. And for someone who I really took on the role of trying to fix Jeremy and to make it better, and when he died, I felt like such an effing failure. And it took so much therapy and so much EMDR and so much time. And I'm still obviously processing and being kind to myself that it's not my fault. And I can only take care of myself. And you can only take care of yourself, but you can show up for people and you can listen. And if you don't know what to say, that's okay. Just be there for them. But it is not your job to fix it. For the people in the back. And also to remind you that it is possible to take care of your mental health and live a wonderful, fulfilling, joyous, successful life that still has hard moments and still has tough times, but is freaking awesome. As unimaginable as this is going to sound, there have been moments in this past year which have brought me more joy than I have felt in 5-10 years. Like, taking care of my mental health and putting myself first and working on my self-worth and boundaries and doing so much self-work. The sky's the limit, man. Like, I feel like it's just beginning. And I really love that song from The Greatest Showman, A Million Dreams. Like, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. God. Like, I feel so much possibility for the world I'm gonna make for me and for Thomas and for you and for the marathon. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I am just someone who has felt unimaginable pain and who has witnessed Jeremy's family and friends and my friends and his friends feel so much unimaginable pain and heartbreak to this day, that I want to remind you that this is not okay and it doesn't have to be this way. And I really hope that you learned from me and we learned from each other. And on World Mental Health Day and tomorrow and next Friday and the following Thursday and Tuesday and Christmas and every single day of the year, you take care of yourself, you listen to others, you show up for others, and just remember that it doesn't have to be this way. And I'm living proof of that. So thanks for watching. Please lace up and become a marathoner. Subscribe to my channel. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I hope that you get something out of this video. Please comment below and tell me what you did get out of it. You can share it, tweet it, Facebook it, share it on Instagram. I would love to know, not just on World Mental Health Day, but on a random Tuesday, what you think. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.